Good morning, guys. It is 4 a.m. and this is kind of when morning shift is starting. Alfie's feeding away. Jack gave him over to me just now, which is great because I got like 5 hours sleep, which was amazing. We're giving him a bottle every night. Jack only had half of it at 12, so we gave him the other half at 2 a.m, which was amazing. Technically, we shouldn't be giving him a bottle twice, but it got me a little bit more sleep, and it got him fed, so I feel like that's all that matters right now. No judgments, please. Kind of glad it's dark in here because you can see how tired I am. But yeah, feeling okay. Get this boy fed and hopefully back to bed. We need to burp you before you can go to bed, bub. We need to burp you first. You're very hungry. We have done our 7 a.m. feed. It's now 8 o'clock and this is when we hand over to Daddy so I can go shower before he starts work for the day. Yes, we go to Daddy now. I know we're in home isolation, but I refuse to let all his outfits go to waste. So we're choosing between blue stripy, yellow or white. I think I'm gonna go yellow, although it doesn't suit my colouring, so I just don't know if it's gonna suit his. Welcome to my oh so glamorous life. Long gone are the days where I could work out in the morning. I do miss those days so much. So this is basically morning setup. Maybe I should cover this up. So I will pump in the mornings, which takes me about 10 minutes. I've got a protein morning smoothie, which I will make for Jack and I. And then I'll spend about 10 minutes, which is how long it takes me to pump, replying to messages on Instagram just to kind of keep up with everyone. And I love hearing from people, but it's very hard replying on your phone. So yeah, laptop is a much more convenient way to do that. And then I will get shower and ready for the day, which is just like my time. It's so nice to have a shower. It makes me feel so much more refreshed and makes me feel like myself again. Pump the milk for this evening, for tonight's feed, and then yeah, start the day. Very quick skincare routine in the morning. I'm using the Natura Bissé toner. So I just put a little bit of that on my face. I've cleansed in the shower, and then it's just about moisturising because realistically it's not like we're going too many places today. Then I have the Darthene Hydra Skin Light Moisturiser. It is such a nice day moisturiser, this one. I use it all the time. It's so nourishing but really light on the skin and doesn't like clog up the pores at all. And then I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's the Marlon and Goat's Revitalizing Eye Gel. So just a little bit of that. Pop these under my very dark, beautiful circles just to kind of keep them moisturized and fresh and keep those wrinkles away. Now I'm ready to start the day. Outfit wise, we're keeping it very simple. This little top is from Bay the Label. It was a maternity top, but also great for breastfeeding, so just wax up. I've got a breastfeeding bra on, and these shorts, which I'm just obsessed with, so these are from Belly Bandit. I will link them below, and they are kind of undergarment shorts, but I wear them out and about the whole time because they're not see-through, and I have a size medium, and they're just really good for support for the postpartum tummy, and they were great support during pregnancy. I wore them for working out the whole time. So yeah, easy outfit today. This is a product I use every day for my base. It's from Sarah Chapman. It's called Skinesis. It has SPF 30 in it, and it's just like a really nice tinted moisturizer, a little bit of concealer as well. But it's like a perfecting tint, and I love it. It just gives a really nice glow. Again, without clogging out the pores. I'm all about natural makeup and not going too heavy. I think Alfie is still sleeping, so I'm gonna pop to the supermarket really quickly to get some cash and some food bits that we need, and hopefully he won't wake up. Fingers crossed. The other thing I'm trying to do in the morning, if I get the chance while Alfie is sleeping, is just some really simple exercises for my core muscles and rolling it out on the foam roller because my back is in agony. So I'll spend 5 minutes now just doing some very, very basic exercises just to kind of get the core muscles working and thinking again. The trick is you have to keep talking while you're engaging the core so that you're not tensing up everything else. This is what I've been taught anyway. Hope it's right. I'm popping out to the petrol station, which is actually legit an exciting part of my day. This is what quarantine life has done. Alfie's asleep, so fingers crossed he stays asleep. It takes me 15 minutes. I'm gonna go get us a coffee because our coffee machine is broken. We need to get out cash, and I wanna get some food bits. We definitely feel like he's getting so much bigger in the recent days, actually. Yes. Yes, you are. So I've had a few questions on Instagram about our routine with Alfie and kind of showing a routine, but honestly the only routine we have at the moment is his nighttime routine, which I will show you guys later. At the moment during the days we are just doing feeding on demand and trying to kind of put him down after he's had a good feed from both boobs, a good burp, and then we'll try and put him down for a nap. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't personally love the idea of waking him up from sleep so early on in his life, because I'm kind of like, if he's sleeping, presumably he needs the sleep, and implementing a routine at the moment, whilst it would help us massively, I just don't know how much it benefits him. So I kind of, for his first 3 to 4 weeks, would like him to feed when he wants to feed, and I would like him to sleep when he wants to sleep. And at the moment, it's working okay. Like, he's kind of gurgling right now. I'm getting lunch together. I'm making crepes with roasted red peppers, hummus, and black olives. It's from Deliciously Ella's app. I'm putting lunch together. If he wakes up and needs feeding, like he wakes up and needs feeding, we just kind of get on with it as and when. But I will show you our bedtime routine later on. The sleepy head really is another must buy. We use it all the time because it just means we can keep an eye on him, but put him somewhere that he feels comfortable and snug in and really enjoys. And it's also got a bit of a raise here as well, so it does help with his wind and gas. You're sleeping, my little peacefully bub. A lot of you have asked about kind of how many clothes and what baby grows how many we use for him each day. And a lot of the time, like while breastfeeding during the day, sorry, I'll just put his nappy on and then I'll put him in like a really lovely soft bamboo cotton swaddle to keep him warm. So I'll probably get him changed after this, and then come like 5-6 o'clock in the evening, he's back in a nappy and a swaddle. So we only use one outfit per day. Definitely don't use more than that. Nappies is a different story. While I'm here, guys, this breastfeeding pillow is a game changer. I've tried quite a few. This by far is the best one. It like hoops around your back and then velcros on, and it means it doesn't slip down. It's a really nice surface for you to be able to basically hands-free breastfeed. So I'll link it down below. This was a very, very good baby purchase, not one I regret at all. Oh, so sweet, Papa. Mum is taking a quick break while Dad works with Alfie in a carrier. He's passed out.
So hot.
Sweating away. Yeah, it does make them very hot, that's the only thing. It's 6 o'clock. He's basically been stuck on the boob since 3 this afternoon, so I'm really sorry for this like repetitive shot, but this is the reality of a newborn. Waiting for him to finish. Third boob. It's gone back and forth again so that we can go out for our walk and start the evening routine. So I'm really hoping he's going to be done soon because I need to walk. My bum is going numb. We're trying to get out for a kind of half an hour walk each evening. A, for him to associate sort of, I don't know, a walk before bath and getting ready for the evening routine. But B, for us, because I'm just in the house all day and it's so nice to be able to move the body and just, you know, get outside a little bit. He's not sure about walks yet. We don't know if he's loving it or not. He might just be crying again because he's hungry. I don't know, he's been feeding for like 3 hours, so I can't believe he's still hungry, but maybe he's going through a growth spurt, who knows. For some reason, not happy in the pram at all, but as soon as he's in Daddy's arms, he's fine. Totally chilled now.
Out of it.
Anyway, so this tends to be the usual setup now. So he'll do a big feed before, we'll go for a walk, then he'll do a big feed, then we'll have a bath, then he'll do a top-up feed, then we'll swaddle him, and he tends to go down for like 3.5 hours then. So we get some dinner time together. He's hungry again, so I would love to do a little massage, but I don't think we're going to have the time, so I'm just going to get him dry, get him changed, give him another boob, and then pump him. My plan was to cook tonight, but I'm exhausted. I'm allowing myself a glass of red wine because I have express, so I won't be feeding him for another 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. My brain isn't working. And we have ordered Indian takeaway for dinner, so really splurging tonight. This is mine. I have a paneer tikka and then okra as well. Can't wait. Good morning, guys. So today is day 2 of life with a newborn. It might have been a little bit reaching to try and fit it all in one day. Yesterday he was just feeding non-stop. But there were so many questions that I got on Instagram that I wanted to make sure I answered and fitted in this vlog, like how many times I'm feeding, how many nappy changes, what's our sleeping setup, what bath do we use. So I just thought this morning I would take the opportunity to kind of give you a bit of a run around on, not a run around, a sort of answer to all those questions, and then wrap up the vlog. So first and foremost, it was, what is our sleeping setup? I'm just going to talk you through the entire nighttime routine so that it's really clear. So first and foremost, I express in the morning. That's when my milk supply is at its best, and I'll express in the morning, ready to save up the bottle for Jack to give in the evening. Come around 8 o'clock, Alfie will go down and we'll put him in his sleepy head downstairs, and Jack will sleep with him downstairs on the sofa until he wakes up at about midnight. During that time, I will have like an hour with Jack for dinner, and then I will go into the main bedroom through there for a good 3, if I'm really lucky, 4 hours sleep. Jack will then come up at midnight whenever Alfie wakes up, and he will give him his bottle, and then he will come and sleep on the day bed, which is here, which folds out into a double, and wait until Alfie wakes up for his next feed, which is normally around kind of 2 a.m. but last night was actually great, I got until 4. So at 2 a.m. Jack comes in, gets me, and then we do a swap over. So I will come in to this room, which is the nursery, and then Jack will go into the main bedroom and sleep up until 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I will take over up until 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It means obviously Jack and I aren't sleeping in the same bed together at the moment, which means that I miss him a lot and it sucks, but it's just the only thing we can do right now to keep us both sane and to make sure that we're both getting at least a good kind of 4 to 6 hour stint of undisturbed sleep each. So day bed is where we sleep, and then this is where Alfie sleeps. So this can also be attached to the side of the bed, but we actually like it a little bit further away in order to be able to not have the noises straight on top of us. So this is the Snooze Pod 3, and it's great because it has a raised bar that you can add into it, which helps with their gas and wind. It's meant to be like an anti-colic bar / wedge. If you did want to attach it to the bed, this comes down like this. And then the other question was about our bath. So we rent this property and we don't have a bath. The landlord has 2 showers instead of a bath. So we bought this, it's from Cam. Again, everything I talk about, I'll add links below for easy reference. And this is a nice stand-up bath. It means that we don't have to like bend down, so it doesn't kill our backs, which is great. And these are the scales we've been using for him as well, just to weigh him kind of every 3 or 4 days, check he's doing okay. One tip I would love to give is to download this app called Baby Tracker. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, by the way, but we downloaded it, and it's been a game changer for getting to know Alfie's patterns and just kind of understanding how long he's nursing for, how many nappy changes he's doing a day, and what his patterns are. You can basically start to build a picture about what your baby is doing. So as you can see, like, he is so consistent with this 8 p.m. sleep until around 11 o'clock. Everything else is a little bit more inconsistent, but we are starting to kind of build a pattern about what he's doing, and that is because we're inputting all the details every single time he goes to sleep, he wakes up, and all the rest of it. I never thought I would be that kind of mum, but this is a game changer. So definitely download the app if you want to kind of understand your baby a little bit better, because you just forget. And people were asking me how often I'm breastfeeding and how many nappy changes he does a day. So I can actually go to the app and tell you exactly within a 24-hour period. Nappy changes, on average, he's doing anywhere between 8 to like 11, 12 nappies a day, nappy changes a day. And there'll be a mix of number 1 and number 2. But yeah, in total nappy changes around 8 to 12. And then how many hours he's nursing for in a 24-hour period is about 4 to 5 hours. So that is 4 to 5 hours solidly on the boob. We'll shut off the timer as soon as he kind of falls asleep on the boob a little bit or looks like he's a little bit restless. So yeah, 4 to 5 hours of a 24-hour period of solid feeding, which actually sounds a little bit less than perhaps I thought. It doesn't feel less during the 24-hour period. It feels like 24/7. Just to explain a little bit about the bottles and like how I'm storing breast milk. So I'm using the Dr. Brown's anti-colic bottles. These are meant to be one of the best for helping reduce wind and gas, and I'm filling it up to 100 ml each day. I spoke with a lactation consultant, and that was her suggestion on the kind of higher end as to the maximum to put in the bottle to give the baby, because supposedly when you put more into the bottle, the babies are far more likely just to keep feeding because it's there and because it's really easy for them to get to, rather than them being actually hungry for it, which means that you could end up stretching their stomach. So we're limiting it to 100, and then any remainder that I have from pumping, which in here is literally just like 20 ml remainder today, I will cool it, and then I will add it to a frozen milk pouch. Doing it this way is obviously a bit slower rather than pumping to freeze, but I just like it because it means that I'm not pumping to excess. I'm not wasting any milk either. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you could hit subscribe. I'm posting new videos every single Sunday, and I'm super open to your suggestions about what you want to see, so please do feel free to send them in. Obviously give it a thumbs up if you liked it as well, and leave a comment, because I'm really enjoying getting to know as many of you as possible, and it just kind of gives me a way to touch base. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next Sunday, and hope you have a good week. Bye.